Hello guys, how are you all? So please, this is the new story or maybe the part. Well, this is the new content. I just um start the series and I make the different content like this. Well, leave it. So let's start the story. Next day, a beautiful day with a lot of new things, a new excitement in their life, and a new small little princess also. She make their life as three happy as three of them is sleeping peacefully, and outside is the rain. Because of the sound of the raindrops, Jimin eyes open, he see the and he smile. He see outside and the weather is so beautiful. He see the weather and he turn. He see YoOngI also wake up. Jimin, you wake up. Good morning, YoOngI, good morning. He see him and on his forehead. This is what Jimin like the most. YoOngI, so you go office. YoOngI, what you think? Jimin smile and sign as no. YoOngI, so don't ask. YoOngI, okay boss, as you said. YoOngI, we will Jimin, but I want for some chairs, Jimin, please. No, you are also with me, and if you are really want to do something for me, call Tay. Yoongi, okay. I said Jungkook. If we don't have work, then they come here. Jimin, if they have work, they manage the time and come. He said, and Yoongi nodded. He go for fresh up. First, Jimin sit on the bed, then he go, and Jimin is waiting for him. Yoongi come and see him. Maids come in the room to ask him, maid sir, what I make for you? YoOngI, make soup for her and make sure you don't add too much. He said, and Jimin san, Jimin, huh? What I do with you, YoOngI? YoOngI, nothing. Come, I will help you. Jimin, I am okay, YoOngI. YoOngI, are you sure? He said, and Jimin nodded. But YoOngI helped him to go in the, and he is waiting outside. His eyes is on the, he he want to see her. And then Jimin speak. Jimin, YoOngI, you are here? YoOngI, yes, I am Jimin. He sat and Jimin to sit on the bed. He again placed blanket on him until that maid come with the soup. She placed on the side and she go. Jimin, YoOngI, what about her? YoOngI, you first drink the soup and then I tell you what you have to do. He said and Jimin nodded. Jimin drank the soup and YoOngI gave him the. Jimin, now tell me, YoOngI. YoOngI, you have to her. Jimin, how can YoOngI? Jimin, how can I do? YoOngI, you have to. Jimin, I sent maids. I go out. I don't want you feel. He said, and Jimin didn't say anything. Then YoOngI go out from the room. Maids come, maids sir. Jimin, give her to me. She nodded and gave her to Jimin. Jimin smiled to see her and he on her small cute soft cheeks. Jimin, you are so soft, he said, and then maid guided him. He nodded and he do as she said, and finally she started to. Jimin's son in real life maid also stay here, and then after 5 minutes, Jimin, oh my, she just made. She's still too small. Jimin can see she's in double blanket and she's so small. She don't carry a. Jimin, she stay here with me. You go, he said, and she nodded. She go. Jimin make her lay on the bed and she see her. Then YoOngI come. YoOngI, she's okay. Jimin, yes, she's. So, what you think about your name? YoOngI, I think you decide already. Jimin, I do, but I am not sure you like or not. Yoongi, if you choose, then it must be good. Jimin smiled. Jimin saw the name is Yeonhee. You like? He said, and Yoongi smiled. Yoongi, perfect. So her name is Yeonhee, and she's our Yeon. Jimin smiled. He is so happy. Like the name. Yoongi like the name. Yoongi, I called Jungkook and I said him come. And I said him about Yeonhee. He's so shocked and also mad at me. They are coming. Jimin, don't you tell them? Yoongi, no. I only inform RM. He also want to come, but she can't as Jin is also. And Jimin nodded. Jimin, now they will. Yoongi, nothing happened. He said, and Yoongi see her. Jimin, she is so cute. Right, Yoongi? Yoongi, she is just like you. Jimin, but her nose is like you. Yoongi, really? Jimin, yeah, see. Yoongi, yeah. And the other is just like you. Jimin, I want her to be like you. Yoongi, no. I don't want. Jimin, at least she don't be like me. What I do is not a small thing. Yoongi, it's alright, Jimin. You no need to think all this, please. And he nodded. Jimin, okay, I will not. Yoongi, good. I expect this from you, and I take care of you. Jimin, I am bored to stay at home. Can I go downstairs? Yoongi, don't even think about this. He said, and Jimin make about Yoongi. Do whatever you want, but I don't listen you. Jimin, please. Yoongi, no. Jimin, listen me. Yoongi, no. Jimin, you see yourself. Jimin, you take me, please. He said, and Yoongi didn't sit and listen him. He sit on the couch and he opened the laptop. So he start to do. So he don't listen him. Jimin, make up out and sit there. Jimin, at least take me down when Jungkook can take come. Yoongi, I will think about this later, he said, and now Jimin make pouches more big. Now Yoongi go at his cuteness. Yoongi, you see you now. He never listened me, and now I see. Next day, so finally, Yoongi listen Jimin, and they come down. Jimin, so you यार अच्छा बस हो गया हद हो गई बस खत्म हो गया हंसी Tay, Tay, don't talk with me. Where is no? So finally, Yoongi listen, and they come down. ये चुप कर चुप बस कर. Jimin, so you listen. यार मैं voice over करूँगी बस कर. So you listen me, Yoongi. What I do, I always in front of you. Jimin chuckle and then he said, Jimin, Tay, don't talk with me. Where is Hyunhee? He said, and Jimin looked at him with done face. Jimin, come, sit. Yoongi and Jungkook meet. JK, how are you, Jimin? Jimin learned something from Jungkook. J, whatever. Jimin, I am fine. Jungkook, thank you so much for coming. He is really not. He have to handle you and also a small princess. Yoongi, now I understand why our parents that much. JK, huh? I am so happy for you both. But what just happened? It's really so, he said, and Jimin looking down. यार ईमान उधर अपनी साइड चेंज करना हद होगी Yoongi, it's all because of me. Yoongi, Jimin, I cut off by Jimin. Jimin, you do whatever you said. YoOngI said, this is the reality. I don't listen anyone. How can I do this? It's alright, Jimin. Now it starts, so it's normal. Jimin, normal. If something, he stopped. Jimin, see you later. He said, and he stand up. YoOngI, Jimin, I go with maids. He said, and Jimin, maids come. Then he go JK. He's still on that thing. YoOngI nodded. YoOngI, Huh, he's so. JK, it's okay. Now you take care of her together. Uh, YoOngI, you both don't. Jay and Cook also go in their room. YoOngI enter in the room. He see Jimin stand beside the window. YoOngI closed the door and he went to him. YoOngI don't stand there, sit on the couch. He sat and Jimin sit on the couch. He sits beside him. YoOngI hold his hand and Jimin sing him. YoOngI, you know what, Jimin? It's really true. The time is up for me, and as a I don't want to see the time like this. But you know, Jimin, what me the most? You said yourself you are really you are with me, and still you said this. Jimin, what I do? YoOngI, tell me. It's all because of me. YoOngI, Jimin. So we stay here. We don't have to move in our. We have to you for you and he. And how we move on? Tell me. Jimin looking down. YoOngI, I understand you. I respect your thoughts, but you know, Jimin, don't do this. Like you like this. I also, but you never said me. Then why you are saying this? We both are equals, he said, and Jimin nodded. YoOngI, now you understand? He said, he again nodded. YoOngI, good. Hope so you listen me now. Jimin smiled. Jimin, thank you so much, YoOngI. YoOngI, for what? Jimin, for everything. YoOngI, haha, like this I stand. Thanks to you also. Jimin, you can. YoOngI, okay then. Thank you so much, Jimin. Jimin, not like this. Do something else like me. YoOngI, oh, really? Okay. He said, and YoOngI, Jimin don't understand him. Okay, so now I again have to speak the things again. I don't want. I'm so tired. So it's 4:38 and मेरा वॉइस ओवर ख़त्म होगा 2:06 पर जहाँ तक मेरी प्रिडिक्शन है पर पता नहीं क्या होता है खैर Went to her, she opened her eyes, and Jimin shocked to see her hazel eyes. Jimin, YoOngI, come here, see. YoOngI went to them, and Jimin showed him her eyes. Jimin, her eyes is so beautiful, YoOngI. YoOngI, she is so beautiful. Jimin, you said right. Jimin becomes so excited to see her eyes. Jimin, see YoOngI. I am so happy to see her. She और ऊपर वाला वॉइस ओवर मैं कर नहीं सकती आज मैं इंग्लिश बोलने का कोई मूड नहीं है तो इसलिए मैं ऐसे ही अपना टाइम पास करूँगी अच्छा ये मुझे समझ नहीं आ रही मैं सीरीज़ चला रही हूँ कि मैं अलग अलग कंटेंट बना रही हूँ मैं दोनों चीज़ें कर रही हूँ तो जिसको नहीं समझ आती ना वो पार्ट 1 से देखे बट ये ठीक है अगर एज अ ओनली वन वीडियो भी देखी जाए तो ठीक है क्योंकि इसमें मैंने पास्ट की कोई चीज़ नहीं ऐड की होती कि पास्ट में ही होता है यार ये पिक्चर किस चीज़ की है अच्छा मैंने पिक्चर ली थी मैंने नोट ही नहीं किया ये इस पर क्या बना है जो भी बना है मुझे क्या रूम बड़ा मज़े का है बात बीच में ना सही वाली ये है ओके सो द नेक्स्ट टेक्स्ट इज on her eyes YoOngI, yeah, but on time. He said, and Jimin signed to see him. Then he looked at Yeonhee. She is smiling. Jimin, YoOngI, see, she is smiling. YoOngI can see how much Jimin is excited to see her small actions. YoOngI, he's so happy to see both of them like this. YoOngI, go and sit on the bed, Jimin. Jimin, YoOngI, I don't see you. He said, and YoOngI see him. Jimin, YoOngI, YoOngI, me? How, Jimin? Jimin, how means how, YoOngI? You are her. YoOngI, no, Jimin, it's okay. I am fine like this. Jimin, why, YoOngI? YoOngI, I'm scared. If she is so small. Jimin, this is her more when she got to know in future. You don't. YoOngI, but Jimin, nothing happens. He said, and he said, and YoOngI see her, and then he looked at Jimin. Jimin smiled to say, 31 minutes of 14 minutes of voice over again. Only 14 minutes are left. Hmm. And he nodded. Jimin carefully gave her to YoOngI, and YoOngI see her. His hand is Angie her. So she made YoOngI see her and his eyes turn into one. This is first time YoOngI and Jimin smiled to see them. YoOngI is seeing her and she is smiling. Jimin, YoOngI, huh? Jimin, she is really so small. Jimin, I said now. YoOngI, I never think I ever hold in my life. So it's just a dream for him which come true, and Jimin can see the forest in his life. Sorry, eyes. Jimin, but see, YoOngI, your dreams come true. YoOngI, yeah, he on her forehead and continuously. Jimin, YoOngI, this is the happiness, Jimin. I don't know how to explain the feeling which I am feeling right now. Jimin stays silent and didn't bother. Okay, so Young is really so happy. I also want to reaction like this, but मैं तो बड़ी हो गई हूँ to call them. Yoongi didn't listen her. He is talking with her and playing with her. Yoongi, Jimin, I think she is sleeping. Jimin, thank God. You know, I am also here. Yoongi, what happened? Jimin, nothing. I thought you forget me, Yoongi. It's not like that. I am talking with her. I don't know where the time go. Jimin, yeah, you. He said, and Yoongi smiled. He's really so happy and excited with her. Yoongi, huh? We go her everything. We give her everything what she want. Jimin, I don't let you. Yoongi and reason. Jimin, no. I have. I know you have planned to her by your Yoongi. So what? That's not a big deal. I want to you also. Jimin, I am also. Don't worry. He said, and Yoongi smiled. They make sure Yunhin fell in sleep, and then they also now thought to sleep Yoongi on his forehead. He can forget everything, but you don't forget this. But you don't forget this. After some years, Yunhee, Yoongi, where are you? Both, you see the time? And after you both said where, he said, and from the living room, and signed to know he's still in the room, getting ready for their respective works. Jay, why are you? Jimin, early in the morning. Jimin, or what I do, Jay, tell me. Yoongi have to go office and Yan have to go school. But now they play games whole night and in morning don't wake up. Now also see the time and they don't do the breakfast. See what I do with them. He said and they smiled and looked at Jungkook that little bunny. They are still sleeping. So Tay and Jungkook with the boy. Jimin, what we do? Tay, now see 1, 2, 3 and yeah. Where is my breakfast? I am late from school, Yoongi. Okay, so चेन को तो पता है ना कि अब यहाँ क्या होना है. Jiminy, where is my tie? I don't find my time. I have meeting and also his breakfast is ready. Jimin, let them come downstairs, JK. Why don't you ask me? Why don't you wake me up, dear? I am late from office. Just seriously? Who is playing with Han in night? Three of them come and Mitch come with their little bunny in her hand and young checker. When my breakfast, Yoongi my time. I have meeting JK. I also have meeting Young. I am and I am late. Jim Yoongi, me too. Jimin, JK, Jimin stays silent and sit on the chair. He sat and everyone sit on the chair. Jimin gave Yoongi his breakfast and Jungkook is he sit on the chair beside Yeonhee. Jimin today I see you both playing the video games. You see what I do with you. He said and they all are silent and you don't sleep and don't let him sleep. Always play. You are kid. They are silent and listening. Jimin, you young, see the time. You are late. Young, it's okay, said he. Call my teacher. He said, and Jimin looked at Yoongi. Yoongi, I do in front of you. He said, and Jimin sighed. Young, he do her breakfast and meet with her everyone. Yun, bye ma, and again thanks for giving me breakfast. And your, she said, and go, she said this daily, it's always smart, Jimin. JK go and take go in the room. He take Khan and Jimin also go. Yoongi is alone in the dining room. And then Jimin come with his tie. Yoongi stand up. Jimin, this is the drawer, he said, and he start to make his tie. Yoongi, I try to find but I can't. Jimin, what you do without me, Yoongi? Yoongi, I don't do anything without you because I am without you. Jimin done with his try. Jimin, try to come home early, okay? He said and Yoongi nodded. ये करके ना फिर मैं काउंट फिर तो 6 मिनट का रह जाना सिंपल सी बात है 6 minutes. His forehead. Yoongi, take care. Jimin, you too. He said, and Yoongi go in his office, and Jimin come in the room. In the room, Jimin, huh? They really make my morning. They all are so cute. My family is really so cute, but I just want everything fine like this. He think and go for fresh up and then come out. He see himself in the mirror and get ready and his phone start ringing. He see the caller ID and smile. Jimin, hello, Yoongi. Why you took time to attend my call? Jimin, I think you just reached the office and you call me. Yoongi, yeah, my first meeting is Jimin. Oh, then you do your other work. Yoongi, why not I talk with you, Jimin? You go office for work, not for talking with me. He said in Yoongi sign, Yoongi, if you said I don't go office, अब सिर्फ 6 minutes का वही मेरा वॉइस ओवर रह गया. What are you doing? What you are doing? Jimin, nothing, just take the. And now thinking to drama hairs if you said Yoongi, wait, I call you. He said and he cut the call. Jimin, so what he just do now? He think and his phone start ringing. He see the phone and he is shocked. Jimin, what I do with him? He attend the call and Yoongi see him. His and water drops are falling. Jimin, now you see, cut the call. Yoongi, how can you do this with me, Jimin, what I do with you? Yoongi, leave it, Now I can't do the work. He said, and Jimin chuckled. Jimin, bye. Do your work, he said, and cut the call. Jimin, huh? I am really so to have a family like them, huh? I may do good things in my life, and then he fresh up, and it's time for Yunhee. It's time for Yunhee come. It's time for her come. And she come. She first meet with Jimin. Jimin, how was your day? It's good. And teacher don't said anything to me. Okay, 27. ये बहुत लंबा टेक्स्ट है मेरा, मुझे याद आ गया. Anything to me. And because dad called her. You know what? He's best. Jimin, I know. Now go and fresh up. Lunch is ready. Yun, I want to take a Jimin. Okay, then come. She smiled and they both go. After some time, she sit in the blanket as it's winter. She just do her lunch now. Now she is feeling sleepy. Jimin, you sleepy? Now do your homework in evening. He said and she nodded. She fell asleep and go out. He make the dinner. So Jimin start to make their dinner because now YoOngI and Junhee don't like someone with food. He come in the room. It's evening and see she's okay. You Charles and in the room, it's evening. She is sleeping peacefully. Jimin, how much peacefully she is sleeping, he think, and then the door opened. Yoongi entered in the room, and Jimin smiled to see him and went to him. तो मेरा ये 1 मिनट का हो गया, वो 1 मिनट 40 सेकेंड में मैंने ये टेक्स्ट एडजस्ट किया है, और ये 28 से जो होगा ना, वो तो नहीं मुझसे एडजस्ट होना, देखना. यही मेरी बात बड़ी है, मुझे खुद की समझ नहीं आती मैं क्या करती रहती हूँ. खैर, एक बात का मुझे सुकून है कि मेरे बस रह गए हैं 2 मिनट. बस मेरा गला ऐसा ख़राब होना है ना कि बस मुझे पता चल जाए. 2 मिनट. 2 मिनट मेरे बस, मेरे सिर्फ 2 मिनट. 2 टेक्स्ट था सिर्फ. Jimin is like that. Jimin, huh? Yoongi, He back and sit on the couch. Jimin gave him a glass of water. Yoongi, where is Yunhee? He asked, and Jimin pointed on the blanket. Yoongi went to the bed, and she is sleeping peacefully. Yoongi, she is looking so cute. Jimin also sit in front of her. Jimin, She is sleepy, so she fell asleep. Yoongi, tomorrow is Sunday. That's good. We play games. Jimin, no, she don't. Yoongi, okay, as you said. He said, and Jimin is shocked. He listened him. He stand up about to go when Jimin stop him and stand in front of him. Jimin, how 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 you agreed that much early? Yoongi, I don't play games with her today, but I whisper. Yoongi, he said, and Jimin looked at her. Yoongi, I still remember you, he said, and go. Jimin looked at Yunhee and smiled. He sit beside her and start to wake her up. Last text. Up. Jimin, Yunhee, wake up, kid. See the time, Yunhee. 5 minutes more, Jimin, just like Yoongi. Yes. Jimin, okay, now get up. You sleep a lot. She sits on the bed, and Yoongi come out. Yoongi, Yan. He wake up. He said, and she smiled, yes, and fully ready to play games. Jimin, first do the homework. Yan. I don't want. Yoongi, but you have to, Yan. After that we play games, I promise, he said, and she make up out. She go to wash her face and then she come. Yan, okay, now let's start. And she start to do her homework. Yoongi help her, no matter how much he's but he always help YoOngI in her homework and Jimin see them. He give them a glass of juice. YoOngI have finally done. Jimin good now do the dinner. YoOngI we play the game first. They suddenly start to play Jimin sign. He can't do anything here, so this is the end of the story. Hope so you like. If you like, then subscribe and tell me in comments. Bye bye. Take care. Sarange.